BK, big business, we linked up in the UK with them outlaws, no limit forever, and we mash hard, and we stay out the cheddar.
Hey yo, you already know what time it is. This your boy M. Nell, Merciless, the one and only. You know I'm always tuned in, every day, all day. You already know who I'm rocking with, that ain't a question or a doubt. I'm rocking with my fucking boy, live from the UK, Fonzie Neutron, Right.
When we're looking at one of the darker sides of the hip hop industry, you know that there's a huge correlation with, I guess, the adult industry or the sexualization and stuff of things and stuff like that as well. And nowadays we see different kind of correlations with even that homosexuality and stuff like that being brought in, and different agendas and stuff at play. So you know, it's such a mixed bag of things when we're looking at that side of things in the industry. Like what's interesting to me is I remember these guys with their B2K, and you had this guy Raz-B, and he kind of came out a few years ago, excuse the pun, on I believe Worldstar or a few platforms, and he made a lot of statements about the industry. And he mentioned a lot of different people. And fast forward, you know, many years later now, what was such like a surprise then is like seems to be like commonplace now with these kind of stories coming out or other people mentioning different people that sort of corroborate what people may have said or inferred to begin with. So when we look at that kind of side of the industry, I mean, what are your thoughts on, I guess, the sordid sexcapades and that side of things? Some people say it's about power and control more than it is about pleasures and stuff. But I mean, what say you?
Man, first of all, you're not going to get in this industry unless you encounter that. I got a story. I definitely got a story.
You got to give us some cheeks to get in the industry yourself.
Oh yeah, man. It's not about how much talent you got. It's what you're willing to do.
No, I'm with you, man. I think when we look at the industry, there's definitely more than, I guess, people come to realize the things that have been at play, you know, especially behind the scenes when we're looking at things from a cult or hidden aspect. Now, I do think sometimes, you know, the younger that sometimes people have been involved, the more privy they may have been to see certain things. Like we hear about Drew Barrymore and some of the stuff she was accessible to when she was quite young and stuff. And you know, I mentioned Raz-B earlier. We had the B2K guys and you know, the Corey Haynes and the Corey.
Yeah, who you talking about? Who you talking about? Chris Stokes? Who is you talking about? Chris Stokes? from B2K? Oh man, he should be in jail, brother. He should be in jail. Man, please.
Here, but
he should be in jail.
My broadcast voice, but
well, I don't care. I said it. Flossmo said it. You know what I mean? Chris Stokes need to be in jail because some of the shit he was doing. You know what I mean? I may be speaking, and they want to forget it, but I know some shit about that, and I'm just like, dude, that shit ain't right. You know, I used to be in Atlanta, and then all of a sudden we'd be listening to Hot 97, and they would stop the music, and Raz-B would come on the motherfucker and go hard, and then they another cat that he may be getting high, but just because he's getting high, that doesn't mean that he's not speaking the truth. Was my boy That's So Raven? Was
but here's the thing, you know well, that's why we do this podcast, but because you know that's where I was actually going at with that conversation when I was talking about, you know, former child stars and just them being impacted the most. You have to pardon my slow pace because
I just got passionate about it because I seen
I got the clips there, and that's what we was gonna go into was you know, former Disney child star Orlando Brown, who was recently, you know, arrested for domestic violence and stuff. We seen him in the mugshots and stuff. He said that it wasn't true. He was arrested at one of his siblings' places. They said he was running around crazy with a hammer and a knife and stuff. We've seen him in the media, you know, speaking about so many different stuff. And somebody might look and say, oh, you know, this young child star had it so good. You know, he was in that. So Raven, you know, he got the Raven tattoo on his neck. You know, Raven seems to have completely distanced herself from him. However, you know, he's got to be a highlight example of, I guess, some of the, you know, being having access to certain types of things, you know, drugs and, you know, alcohol and, you know, just different experiences that whether people agree or believe that he's had, I think there's definitely some truth to some of these things, and it
Oh
ties
man, it's a bunch of it. It's a bunch of truth. It's a
yes,
bunch of truth.
this whole dark side of I think that people aren't really privy to all the time. I do believe there's credence to it.
Yes, it is. You know, at the same time, you know, I'm gonna tell the truth. Orlando Brown look like he's getting high, but just like I said, it's because he's getting high. He may be coping with something that may be helping him cope. But Orlando Brown has a bunch of truth that's coming out. You know what I'm saying? It's because of the fact of, you know, a lot of people that see me on this platform, they may not know me off top exactly, but guarantee you I know some people that the people that y'all know, they know me too. And I've been in this industry. It's not like I'm a new jack and I'm just talking about some shit. No, I've been in this industry for many, many years. And what I've seen is the signs that he's been talking about, he's telling the truth. He's telling the truth. You know what I mean? They try to hide all this shit, but you know, the truth is going to come out regardless. You know what I mean? But the B2K, the big up to J Bug, that's my homeboy. I know his sister Nina and all of them. You know, his father Hot Shot and all of them. I don't judge people on what I hear. I only judge people on what I see. You know what I mean? So that's what your get down is. That's your get down. That's cool. Hey, whatever. But still, no, don't try to force it on people and hang stuff over people's head because you trying to have them be on the same shit. That's whack. And we haven't heard. See, if we'd have had this shit in the 90s and early 2000s, man, you know. But I think in the wrong hands, yeah, it could be very bad. But at the same time, it's a wonderful thing because what would a podcast be without the comment? Without the comments, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times, the comments can steer your whole narrative on things. You know what I mean? But I think it does give a person a voice to not let them forget on what you didn't put in this music industry, in this thing that we call hip hop. You know what I mean? People are quick to forget about you. People want to forget about you. People can't. I know people that go and pay DJs to not play your shit. You know what I mean? On purpose. It depends on what you use it for, but it's a wonderful mechanism to resurface and come back and bring light to some shit that normally wouldn't be on this bright. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's a good thing, but at the same time, it's a bad thing. You know what I mean? Suckers like 40 Glock. Or you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas like that, 40 Glock, you know what I mean? Busters, these suckers, you know what I mean? Like Charleston White,
what's your Glock? What's your beef with 40 Glock, man?
I don't like 40 Glock. I never like 40 Glock, and I don't like Charleston White either. I don't like no niggas like that. I don't like no niggas talking down and acting like they tough, but walking around with the police. You know what I mean? Police ass nigga. So, you know, this is the time I'm about to start speaking and put my shit out because I done seen enough. I done seen too much. Niggas know where I'm from. Niggas know I'm from Inglewood. Niggas know I'm with the Whoop shit. They know all that. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean I'm colorblind and I don't have Crip homies. That's my homeboys. You know what I mean? But it's a lot of shit going on, man, in this industry, and it needs to be exposed. Because the wrong niggas is running around like they telling the truth and they not. You know what I mean? So I'm about to set the record straight and put the truth to the shit that I know about.
Join us on the line, bout.online.com for the hottest UK, US flavor. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be updated on new drops and content.